Okay, so we are here with the Week 14 picks. That means if you count this, we have count this week. We have 5 regular season picks left. I was talking about it in my recap for Week 13. It's crazy, and it dawned on me just how fast this season is going, just how fast the seasons usually go, and how slow the off seasons go. So I am gonna miss this. I do enjoy doing this a lot. The playoffs, it'll be a little bit different structured because there's less teams, so I'll be editing a little more stuff and whatnot. But 5 more weeks of this, and I'm gonna miss it. So to start out, we have the Raiders heading to Los Angeles to play the Rams. The Raiders are on a win streak right now, and the Rams are terrible. So, I mean, anything is possible, but the Rams just got beat by Seattle, who, I don't know, Seattle's not the greatest. So the Rams just looks absolutely atrocious. Even though, again, they put up 23, but still. I think the Raiders will win. I think they have a good shot at winning. It's a short week. It's Thursday, so I think they can win this. Then Sunday games, we move up to Detroit, where they host Minnesota. Kind of intrigued about this game. I guess I kind of want to see if Detroit is actually good or not now. I'm gonna pick Minnesota. And they can clinch the division with a win today. I know that because, I pay attention to the North. Which we're on a bye. Woohoo! No heart attacks this weekend for me. But I don't know. Maybe Detroit is good. Maybe. I don't know. This, if you can keep them out of winning the division this week, again, they might win it next week anyway. But, it kind of shows that, hey, you can hang with the top guys. So, I think anything is possible, but I'm going to pick Minnesota to, win this game, and they're going to end up clinching the division. Then Baltimore heads to Pittsburgh. No Lamar Jackson from what I'm hearing. Now, maybe that changes by Friday or Saturday or even Sunday. It's a game time decision. But from what I've heard, no Lamar Jackson. So it's going to be Tyler Huntley starting. But I think the Steelers' defense will do good enough where the Steelers' offense doesn't have to put up a lot of points. They won 19-16 last week. So I think they can pull the upset here, or get the upset here and win the against Baltimore. They're at home. It's a rivalry game, so I think Baltimore is gonna, you gotta kind of start watching your back here because you got rivalry games, and Pittsburgh's always been a big rival, and I think that defense, they know. I mean, Tyler Huntley is just like Lamar Jackson. They're both mobile QBs and whatnot. Both can extend plays as well. So I think they know how to contain. And then when you contain, you make them throw. And that's when you hope that your secondary is able to get interceptions or incompletions. So I think Pittsburgh's defense can do it, hold them to a low amount of points where the offense can eventually put up points. So Cleveland heads to Cincinnati. I don't really have a lot to talk about here. Cincinnati should probably win this game, hopefully, even though it is a rivalry game as well. We have another rivalry game. The Jets had to face Buffalo in Buffalo. And I think they split the series because the Jets won the first time, I believe, right? I believe they did win the first time. Now you got to go to Buffalo. I think they're going to split the series. I think, Buffalo's kind of, they're at a low point. They're bouncing around. Yes, they're winning games, but they don't feel as high-powered, crazy as they did earlier in this season. But I think they're going to find their stride heading into the playoffs. I think this game is like a must-win to keep pace with the Dolphins, who that might be for the division, that game. So I think this is, you got to win this game. I think the Jets defense is very good. And again, they already saw it one time this year. So make adjustments, and I think that they can win this game. I think the Jets can upset just as easily, though, too, as well. So that's why it's my game of the week. So Houston heads to Dallas. Dallas is going to win. Not much to talk about there. Philly heads to face the Giants. I believe this is the second time they faced. A part of me wanted to go with the Giants. Part of me really wanted to go with the Giants here to upset at home against Philly, but I got this gut feeling that they're not going to be able to. You're coming off a tie against Washington, so I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm going to go with Philly, but the Giants could win this, and it helps Dallas. It helps yourself. Kind of slowly climb up closer to Philly if you can beat them here. So, but I don't know if they can. I'm not gonna pick them to, but possibly, maybe they could. Jacksonville has Tennessee. I had faith in Jacksonville last week after their performance in Week 12. I don't anymore. Tennessee should win this game. Kansas City has Denver. You know what? This would be the funniest thing ever if Denver, who has looked terrible all year, beats Kansas City, who is, a powerhouse in the AFC. They beat Kansas City at home. That would be the funniest thing in the world if that actually happened. Because you have this team that just looks terrible. They don't look like they care at all. They're, imploding from the inside. And here comes Kansas City. Oh, okay, we're gonna put our differences aside, and we're gonna go beat the crap out of Kansas City. That would be the funniest thing in the world if Denver was able to get the upset, but they're not going to. They're not going to. So, Kansas City. Then Carolina has to Seattle. I mean, Seattle should win this game. They're supposed to win this game. They, again, should because they're the better team compared to Carolina. So, Tampa heads to San Francisco. One of the best defenses in the league versus Tampa Bay. I'm picking San Francisco just based off the fact that I think that their defense will hold off the Bucs offense. I think they're doing really good on defense. And yes, you have Mr. Irrelevant as QB, or whoever they bringing in this week. Again, I'm recording this on Tuesday, so they might have brought in a better QB or something. Who knows? But I think San Francisco should win just off the backs of their defense. So, Miami heads to face the Chargers for Sunday night. And, the Chargers are bad, so Miami. Then New England heads to Arizona to face the Cardinals. I think this could be an interesting game, kind of. But I think New England's defense should be enough to, contain Kyler, and, just slow down this offense a lot. So, I mean, they were able to slow down the Minnesota offense, and their offense was able to keep par with Minnesota's offense too. So when you're facing one of the best teams and you're able to, kind of hold them a bit, I think they should be able to handle these lesser teams. So those are my picks for Week 14. Packers are on a bye. I'm so happy. No stress this weekend. I believe I saw something that in order for the Packers to make the playoffs, we need Carolina to beat Seattle. It's the first step towards a playoff, being able to make the playoffs. I don't think it's going to happen. Again, I'm picking Seattle here, so I don't think it's going to happen. But I did see that there's, stuff floating around where, scenarios are coming out because, people can lock up divisions this week. People can, do all this other stuff. It helps, boost them up, get worse if they lose and whatnot in the percentage. So I believe, again, I saw Carolina has to beat Seattle this week. But they have to go to Seattle, so I doubt that's going to work. So I don't think the Packers are going to make the playoffs. I don't have any faith in them to make the playoffs. You had chances earlier this year to win games, and you just, threw it all away for no reason. So, for now, though, like the video, share the video around, subscribe, and I'm out of here. Peace.